Now, kids, let's talk about something real. I mean, me talking about switching out the motherboard and the CNC controller and computers and. Oh man, I couldn't care less. I mean, I could care less. Like, you probably care less. You probably care less than I do about electronics, but still, compared to what I'm about to talk about right now, compared to what I'm about to talk about right now, sounds weird. Anyways, health. Health, not issues, health aspects. Aspects of health. How can there be aspects of. Well, I guess because you can. It's not completely binary whether you're healthy or unhealthy. There's certain degrees of health. And I lived my life, most of my life, my teenage years, and from then on, at least, with my left side, my left thigh, and maybe inner thigh muscle here, a little, how should I say it, tensed up in tension. And it's like when you're pissing and you let yourself piss, and then you're closing off your pissing. It's your Kegel muscle. Yeah, and it's a similar feeling to that, but just imagine it on one side. On like, it's fucked up. It's not my Kegel, but it's similar to that. The feeling is similar to that. And for this reason, or the tensioning came from this. I don't know what. I haven't found. Maybe it's just anxiety in general that caused it. I wanted to say I haven't found the cause yet fully, but my left hip is a little different, developed a little different from my right one. So I need to watch how I stand, how I put my left feet, how I lay it down, how I hold my toes. If you take a look, it's pretty nice. Here it's falling out. So there's between this and this, you see, there's difference in knees, there's difference in how you hold your hip that way. And I'm progressing very well with this. And stretching and just letting go. It all lies within letting go, man. There's no tension in this world worth having as your own. Because if you take on the responsibility of the world, then it's hard, man. That's hard. I tried. Trust me, man. It's if you want to carry the whole world on your shoulder, like I'm save it. First of all, for that you need to feel the pain of it, and I tried doing that for a long time, and I don't want to say it's not important, and I don't want to say that it wasn't good or that it isn't good. Trying to strive or striving for bettering the lives of all of us, but there are different ways of doing it, and I wanted to feel the pain so that I can come up with happiness to solve it. But that's not the way the world works. So that's what I understand now, that you have to feel the happiness and then you can spread it around. But I wanted to go deeper. I wanted to feel the pain, and then I wanted to be like, okay, now I can solve it. And I don't work like that, man. So these days I'm just letting the well-being come. And imagine, this is how, the reason I'm telling this story is because if you watch my videos and I can help you with some electronic stuff or robotics or whatever, that's cool, man. It's all good. It's this ego game we play, this creation, this, not ego in a bad way, but it's like, it's still not from within. Technology is still on the surface of our humanness. So if I can teach you stuff about that, it's all good, man. But if I can help you with this is awesome. If I can help you on this front. So for me, it's like my left, I come to my left leg and the arteries and veins and whatever, and then it goes to my right leg. This is how I picture it, and it goes to my stomach. So there's this three-way. There's my legs and my stomach up here, and I feel like it's twisted, like when I'm in tension, when I'm tensed up. And so these days I just picture a knot, like a bent, something flexible, unbending, and just using both lungs to straighten my chest and my shoulders back down. It's awesome. It's a great feeling to be seeing progress on this front. For me, this is ever so important because it all comes from, I said, technology is just on the surface, very humanist, but it really does come from within. So for it to surface, it has to come from within, and our feelings, how we are. How are you? How are you? Are you well? That's the differentiating factor of it all, man. That's the determining factor more so. Is a different differentiating factor between the happy life and an unhappy one. Whether we can recognize that we're not feeling good, and then we can change our surroundings and what we need to change. Surroundings also come from within. So first you change your energy, you change your focus, and then your surrounding changes. So changing your surrounding can change your focus too. If I put a little perfume on myself, for example, I smell it. That feels good. Like, that feels good. And those smiles add up, man. Those little things that bring you joy throughout the day, that adds up. That all adds up. And we have to strive for good feeling environments. I know it sounds contradictory to what I talk about sometimes, that I won't put myself in challenging environments because it entices creativity and perseverance, and I also believe that to be true. But there is a game aspect to that, and I keep that in mind. These days, I used to not. I used to feel like that's my destiny. Like, I have this struggle in order to get better, and that might be true. But nowadays, I don't look at it like that. I look at it like, okay, I struggle to keep fit. I struggle to keep my edge. Like, no one can come here who's living more comfortably than me and beat me at my own game, at my own robotics game. It's just not happening. Like, that's not how it goes. So I do believe that to be important, but I also believe that we need to form our surroundings and our friendships and relationships in general to just be fulfilling, and be, when we observe it, it has to be good feeling, evoking. It has to, you have to want more of it, or you have to want it to last for it to be good for you. That's how I feel. I feel like, when you miss a place, like, it's a good place. We miss good places, we don't miss bad places, and that's how I judge. I'm like, would I miss this person? Would I want to be here some more? And if the answer is yes, then I go for it. But if it's not, shit, look, saying how someone won't come here who's living more comfortable to beat me on one fucking game. This game of bits, this game of industrial controllers superstardom. Come at me, bro. Come at me. It's 32 degrees in here. I'm gonna sleep in this condition. So that when I wake up, I walk outside and I'm like, fuck yeah, I did it again, man. I did it again. It's just, what's the reason for this? Like, you could be looking at this, if you're from a completely different breed and you always just strive for comfort and perfect everything and never struggle for anything, then you might not understand. If it works for you, bless you, man. Honestly, bless you. It's brilliant. Everyone needs to find their own way. But for me, it has to be challenging to keep me on my edge. Like, we get soft. People get fucking soft. You make a little money, you make 100 grand, you make a measly 200 grand, and you think you're rich, you're gonna get soft, man. That's not how this game is played. But when it comes to your health, like, I'm feeling great, man. Honestly, my body feels good. It feels great to be me. And that's important. So if I could help you, just release it. Just release it, like if you were letting your piss go. Like, can you let it more? Just right now while you're watching this video, can you then pee, then push, then press, then compress, then try to piss yourself, but can you untense your piss blocking muscle? Like, ooh. And you feel this sense of alignment within you, like you're, ooh, that's how blood should flow. I don't know, I'm sorry I said you'll feel it, I don't know. I do, I feel it. So who knows, you might not feel it, you might already be set on that front, and then great, you don't need to worry about it. You don't need to worry about it either way, but then you don't even need to think about it or do anything about it. But for me, it was a game of getting to know myself. Of when you do that, when you focus on a point in your body that is tense, that where there is pain, and you do look deep within yourself and you try to find answers, not just focus on the pain, then it will, or at least in my case, it brought up the memories, the childhood, I wouldn't say traumas, but it does bring out the memories that got me there, some of them, and then you can let it go. You can tell yourself that it's all good, man. Everything that happened in the past, well, it's like, nothing is worth ruining your future over. So thinking about shit that happened and then that just inducing more tension within you that's gonna continue in the future is, that's false, man. That's not good. Oh, I'm happy. What's it now? It's 11 in the evening, waking up 4:30 tomorrow morning and just kicking it. Gonna get a few cabinets. I'll show you all. I'll show it to you.